This is Soy,
And this is DAYRA.
and you're listening to Hair and Whatever.
Unfiltered salon talk. Hey, y'all.
What's up? What's up?
Damn, Soy, you don't sound happy to be here today.
What's up?
Hey.
Soy and DAYRA here, Hair and Whatever. And today we have a special guest. We always have special guests on the show. Yolanda White from
Yolanda.
Yolanda.
From Dayo.
Yeah.
That's how you say
You
it?
can say Dayo or Dayo.
Dayo. What do you prefer?
I pronounce it Dayo, but Dayo is how you say it in Africa.
Oh, okay. Dayo. Okay.
So
All right.
it's kind of cool that it naturally ran off your tongue that way.
Dayo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're of the people.
Yeah, I am.
Of the diaspora.
Exactly.
I am. And what we talking about today, Soy?
What are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about heat train versus heat damage. And we are talking about, what is it? Oh, loving myself. How loving myself has changed my life, right? With Yolanda.
I can't wait.
Yeah. But first, let's give the hair crown of the week to this young fella.
He was so cute.
Yeah, he is so cute. I think his Instagram name is Bonic Brothers. I guess he has a brother. In this picture, he has like locks wrapped around his neck. It's super
It's,
cute.
like, super cute.
He has
Wow.
freckles.
He's like a little
like-
ginger.
Yes, I
little
love
ginger
it.
boy.
So cute.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to you,
Yeah.
Bonic brother.
You wearing that.
All right, so let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Heat train versus heat damage.
What's the difference?
I know, right?
So we heard about
'Cause-
this recently,
Yeah.
like last week, and it kind of like brought like us to talk about it,
yeah.
right?
Like
Because it's kind of like, okay, so we feel that ever since the natural hair movement came along, we've been calling everything something. Like
Yeah.
everything has to have a name,
term.
right?
Yeah.
Like everything.
Right. Because even okay, so we do curl train, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
And that's a thing.
Right.
Or curl definition.
right.
I
But
don't want to say in like heat definition or, you know what I mean?
well, heat train.
I can't stand. I don't like that word.
Why
But
not?
it's straight train. That's what you're doing. The more heat you put in your hair, the straighter it gets.
Right.
Right.
That's
But to me,
is
I'm
that
thinking-
called heat damage?
That's in my head. I'm thinking that's damage. You know what I mean? Because it's like your hair doesn't. If you're natural, if you're natural, then your hair is supposed to be curly when you wet it.
right.
You know what I mean? So if it's not getting curly when you wet it, then isn't that damage?
Right.
Or is
But-
it trained?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And I think at a certain
why do you
point,
say-
there's a point, like
Uh-huh.
in layman's term, because you'll give me the real. I straighten my hair every week, but I wear it straight. So now when I blow dry my hair, literally it's straight,
Right.
just from blow drying it.
Right.
But it has a little bit of texture curl, but it could be damaged or it just could be trained. I say it's trained because my ends are still healthy. When my ends get messed up, then I feel like someone has crossed the line and they've damaged. Then it's heat damaged.
Okay, so that's what DAYRA was saying earlier.
So,
right?
in my
That's what
opinion,
your
right?
opinion.
Angela, she comes in.
Yeah.
We love her hair.
Love her hair.
Gorgeous.
So pretty. Can we all have it?
Exactly. Right? And
gets us
she
over the
has
clients.
straight pieces. Right? And you would never think that, right?
I
ma-
would.
you would
Because
think
it's
that.
always straight.
It's always straight.
Right.
But her hair looks extremely healthy too, right?
yes.
Right. So in its curly when it's curly
Right.
or just wet,
Yeah.
it doesn't get curly.
No.
Only in certain areas. More
Yeah,
towards
towards the
the
root
root.
of it.
Right.
Or maybe halfway, mid shaft.
Right. Exactly. So I believe that her hair is healthy, and you
Yeah,
can
it is healthy.
right, and you can have straight pieces, straight hair, but healthy hair.
Because it's been trained to be straight.
Right. And
Yeah.
I think with this whole curly girl movement, right, that it's okay to freaking straighten your hair,
Yeah.
right? It is okay.
It's okay. But I think
So is your hair damaged?
no.
But you have straight pieces.
A little bit though. Only a little bit.
So cut them off.
I do. And I do, because
you still have.
Because me personally, I don't like having straight pieces in my hair. Like, I freak out. Like, I want my hair, when it's all wet, I want all of my curls to be there.
Yeah, but you straighten
so-
your hair so much that's going to happen.
So much,
And
Dyra.
sometimes I do think it's damage because my hair will stop growing at a certain length. Because I put so much heat on it. Mm-hmm,
that it's just going to
be. That it's a point that the overheat that takes place, like eventually the ends start to split up. So
like
I have to keep
be a
it
cut off to where you're just going to be able to grow your hair.
Exactly. Like it's only, I want to say like it's a 2-year limit of, I don't know. Like after I straighten it so much, that hair has to go.
Right. But you get regular trims anyway, though,
Of
right?
course, every 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I feel like it's like mandatory.
Yeah.
Because
do you
of the
do your
heat.
own hair?
No.
You go
But
to-
I never do my hair. We all know I'm a top bun girl. And I love coconut oil. So like, I know, right? So like, it makes my hair thicker, it makes it grow, but yeah, I love to go to the salon, but it's just a time suck for me.
So you do go to the salon.
Oh yeah.
But you keep your hair in a bun.
I have them
or
wash
press
it. They flat iron it out. I wear it for a day, and then
then it goes up into a ponytail.
I know it's an expensive game for me, but it goes back.
So you just don't like it straight, like down.
Not really.
You prefer
at home, like at home and other places I do, but I just don't. If I'm in business meetings and stuff, I don't want to toy with my hair. So that's why I just like put it back because I don't want to be sitting there like, yes, I would like you to.
That's like your
and I'm flipping my hair back.
You feel like you just get too handsy.
I do.
Okay.
That's interesting.
And in a major business meeting, that's not what a power woman needs to do.
Play with her hair.
No.
Okay.
It probably sends the wrong message, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to do business, not fuck you. So
Right.
yeah, put my hair back.
That's true. Right.
It might make her want to do more business.
Stop.
Hey.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, I was okay with wearing my hair straight and like, so before, like, right now, like, I wear my hair curly.
You do, you girl.
It's so cute.
90% of the
It's so
time.
cute.
Thank you. 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not you. So don't try to put this on me. Right? So 90% of the time I wear my hair curly. Before, it was the opposite.
Right, you would wear it straight more.
I would wear it straight, but I still had some curl definition.
Right.
Right? But I was okay with the less curls. You know, so I think, but I still felt like I had healthy hair. You know, and I'm okay with that. And so you need to be okay with the heat damage in your hair.
So what are you saying? Is heat damage then?
No,
Are
it's
you
heat
say-
trained.
So you
Heat
saying
trained?
it's heat trained?
You could call you don't like the word.
I feel like it's heat damage. I
Right.
don't feel like it's heat trained.
But okay, so it's
is
heat
good.
damage, and you don't you want to cut it off.
And that's why I cut it off, because I always feel like my hair should be what it grows.
So why don't you stop
the texture
straightening
that
your
it
hair?
grows? I can't help it. I like to.
Exactly.
I like to see my hair straight.
Exactly, right?
Ooh,
so
the
then
debate is good.
And you like
I'm
to see your hair straight
I'm
too,
sort of
right?
moving to you though, to this heat damaged. I don't know. I was in
Because I feel that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that your hair, the way that it grows out your head,
should be the state that it should turn into
right,
all the time.
all the time, right? So when you alter that with heat, that means, and it does not go back to its original texture.
Then you
I feel like
damaged
you're
it.
damaging it. You know what I mean? Like
Wow.
like it's still, the fibers are still getting damaged. Like it's relaxing the hair.
so then what is heat train?
It's a made up freaking word.
Which I love because it
I-
sounds
which-
better.
Which it does
Right.
sound better,
It
and I
does.
feel like the heat trained is for people who are like, okay, well, you know, my hair, where they want to be natural, but they still want to be straight, and they're okay with their hair still being straight,
Right.
even though it's natural.
But is your hair unhealthy? Is my question. When
Because Angela's hair would tell us it's
That
healthy.
it's healthy. Like when you look at it, like I'll say that I guess it's a personal preference, you know, because it's like, okay, what do you define healthy as? Like, do you define healthy as your hair being in its natural curl state? Or do you define healthy as what it looks like if it's full, if your ends are clipped, is your hair
That's what I
conditioned and
look at.
moisturized, and you know what I mean?
That's what I look at healthy, the second.
Yeah.
Not in
So
your
maybe
natural
it's
state.
personal, like a
Yeah.
personal case by case thing.
Okay, we're live.
Hey, live.
So I understand. So I think it's case by case too, because when I was wearing my hair straight, like I was okay with it. You know, like I feel like it just depends how you want to wear your hair all the time.
Right.
You know, like that's it.
But I do buy the premise that you can train your hair to be straight the same way you could train your hair to be curly.
Yeah, you can.
The way you go about achieving the straight versus curly could lead to damage or no damage.
Right.
So maybe not case by case, but maybe the process that's against creating the straight hair versus like curly, maybe that's what distinguishes whether it's heat trained or heat damaged.
Right.
And then too, to your point, everyone can't do that. Like everyone can't have straight pieces and have those two separate textures together and have healthy hair.
Yeah.
Some people's hair is going to be unhealthy.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's
they
a
can't
definite. Because
take
not
that.
not everyone is a candidate to even straighten their hair.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna flourish.
Yeah.
You know, like you even say, like, let's just say if you decided to like let your hair do its thing in its natural state, right?
in,
Liony.
in another life.
In another life.
But, okay, so you say
That's cute curls. My curls are not cute though. It's
you
like
know,
a big cotton ball
this is
curl.
what-
that's
So
not true. That's
and I
not-
have multiple textures in my
We
hair.
all do.
We all do. I have multiple textures in my hair too.
We all do.
Excellent
About
points. Okay. And I like this heat trained hair state that I'm in.
When essentially you like your hair
Damaged.
Right.
Damaged. Bring it on, babe.
David.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think honestly, you would retain more length
I know this is a fact.
if you was to just leave it like you still put it in a bun,
Yeah, all facts.
right? So
Right.
that's
I'm
what saying.
speechless and tongue tied because I'm like, damn, you catching me. Right. I would agree with that. That's why I do
So
think
what
it could
you
be
can
heat
do
damaged.
is just like let it air dry,
Okay.
right, and then put it back into the bun. That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You know.
I don't feel like my curls at the end look that way in the back.
Well, put it in a bun, and that's it. You
That's
have
what
it in
I
a bun.
need to do.
But you said that you don't have curls at the end, though, right?
Not really.
It's like more like a wave now.
right. But then towards like you keep on trimming, and then get into your full.
So all curl pattern products are not created the same.
no,
No.
That's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic. It exhausts us. It's such a wild, wild west game
It
out
is a
here with
wild-
these products.
And they're lying.
And they're
Yeah,
lying.
okay.
Of course they're lying.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're lying.
Thank you.
Which
The
is why we
brands
have
are
hundreds
saying-
of dollars underneath our sinks. But yeah.
Yeah, not all brands are created equal, and we always say that because of just I've been a curly girl forever, like forever.
It's a really cute curl pattern.
Thank you. You can achieve the same thing. You can. You can. There's to me is more about
Send me
like
your product list.
I will. I actually have it in my trunk.
And then I want to know, if you're heat trained, what would be your products? How could you contrast the products between curl trained or curl definition or heat trained?
Well,
if that's even a word. Or
Yeah, because I wanted to me, the definition of the heat train, like I was saying before,
It's
is
fake.
just, it's fake. It's basically made up by people who always wanted their hair to be straight, but they still want to be natural. They don't
Natural.
want to get it straight by relaxer.
Yeah.
But they still want their hair to be straight,
Facts on facts.
so they call it heat trained. So they're using that word, and I don't really I want that word to be used correctly if we are saying heat trained. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
a lot of stylists will be like, okay, well, your press didn't last because your hair is not heat trained.
right.
No, your press can last even with if the kinkiest texture that you have, your press should be able to last if it's moisturized properly.
And if
You
they
know what I
use the
mean?
right products
And if they're using the
too.
right
Right.
products.
Yeah.
So it
So I
won't
don't want
revert.
that word to kind of
Yeah,
get
but sometimes
intermingled with other things.
also because of the natural causes, like if it's like humid outside and if you're out in where it's humid.
Where's moisture in the air?
Right. Curls love that humidity.
Yeah, especially if they're dry.
Right. And then they're going to go ahead and curl up again, you know? But, I mean...
Well, some of my clients, they go to Miami in Miami heat and still be straight.
Yeah, but
Are you heat damaging their hair? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, but some
I'm
also,
I know
some
you're about
also
health,
because
hair care.
it's raining outside, you know, and they're not properly doing, you know, because also it's about how you maintain your hair.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me like if you go to Miami and you're in the water and and it starts raining and it's humid.
Oh yeah, you going?
It's completely revert. Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be over with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you have two people, one who gets their hair straightened every single week and one person who does it occasionally, I do believe that if they were under the same circumstances and you assume the same, like, you know, moisture in their hair, I believe the person who gets their hair straightened more frequently, their hair will not revert as fast as the other person.
Right.
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's closer to being
because you're trained. Because your hair is trained.
It's heat trained.
It's heat trained.
It's heat trained.
Oh, I don't like that word. Because I just feel like it's just misused. You know what I mean?
I see. I know why, and from like a professional standpoint, like we are more about healthy hair, right? Because we can say our curl. I always say like you gotta train your curls, right? Because I do that. Like you see me going curl by curl, by curl,
training it.
Training it, and but that's in its healthiest state, like I feel like in its natural state.
Yeah.
Rather than manipulating the hair.
And it's not in its natural state.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why I feel like it's like damaged because it's not in its natural state.
Right. But guys, what I believe, right? I believe you can still have
healthy hair.
Straight.
And you got to be able to choose.
Yeah.
If you want to straighten your hair all the time, then cool, go ahead.
But your curls are not going to be at its fullest potential.
Exactly. And you got to be okay with that.
Yeah, you can't have both.
You can't have both. You have to make a choice.
Because I can see a lot of girls right now, this whole curly girl movement, they go and they're like, oh, straight hair, like how they have heat damage and it's just all straight. And then it's like the curly where it's more volume and it's just more like curlier. And to me, like, if you was to straighten your hair, it wouldn't look bad.
Okay, what you mean? Like if who?
The girl,
curly volume girl.
Yeah, or either or.
Right.
It's just like, it's heat trained.
Heat damage.
Yeah, let us like natural girls have heat trains so it doesn't sound so bad.
You wanted to change the narrative.
I want to feel good about straightening my hair.
And just be like, okay, well, it is heat.
Because it's either heat train or getting a relaxer. Which one you rather say?
I want to say I'm heat trained. Oh my gosh, my hair is so heat trained.
Which one?
I mean, I would rather, the healthier, obviously, is not getting the relaxer, the chemicals in your hair. That's always the healthiest option. But you can damage your hair with the heat as well. Like, I think hair, I can't even remember the degrees, but I know hair burns at a certain temperature.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and you shouldn't be.
I think mine has been burned.
Right. And you should, and a lot of people shouldn't be doing their hair at home.
Because look, that's true. Because
someone looked over at me.
They don't know how to use those tools, and the tools get too hot, and they probably might be having product on it and not using clarifiers. And
no, I don't
using coconut oil.
I don't use my flat iron to like style my hair. I only straighten it out so it's not wavy like it is right here right now because I put water on it before I came in here.
It don't even look, I don't even see no waves.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad you guys can't see me either. Who's ever listening? Right.
I don't think it looks bad.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna give you some homework.
Okay, good. Give me my homework.
Yeah,
I don't put coconut oil on my hair before I put any heating utensils. I only do that as a conditioner. Tell me.
I'm gonna give you some of my hair oil. I make a really good hair oil.
Oh shoot!
And it has coconut oil. It's a good concoction of oils. And I'm gonna give you a sample of it so you can try it.
Curly.
No, you can try it however you
Okay.
use your the way you use the coconut oil.
Oh,
Forget
yeah.
about it. I used to use coconut oil, and I felt like it made my hair like
It makes it heavy.
Heavy.
exactly or fry.
And it takes
feels-
so much to get it
to get it out, like
Right.
once you clear. Because the thing is, though, like when you, because I heard you say that, you know, because you want it to get moisturized, but oils are not meant to moisturize.
Right.
It's just meant to nourish your hair.
Well,
Yeah.
my shit is nourished.
You want conditioner to moisturize.
I use that too now. I use
Oils
that.
are sealants and, for nutrients.
Well, it's very sealed right now. But cool.
Everything is sealed up in there, huh?
Sealed.
What are
Period.
y'all talking about now?
Period.
Are y'all talking about hair? Are y'all
Yep.
talking about?
Oh no, I'm talking
What
about
you
hair.
talking about?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Where is
That
this
whatever
going?
part. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was
Right,
funny.
that whatever part.
Right. But guys, don't take shit so personal, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like people are just like overdoing it sometimes, you know?
I mean, that video that we saw, you know, with the girl, like after she straightened out her hair, it looked healthy. It was a stylist,
Yeah.
and that's what she was saying. Like her whole thing was like how to, like the whole video was how to have your hair heat trained.
Right.
But I feel like I don't want it to be like misconstrued like that. Like this is that we want all of the people who wear their hair straight to have straight pieces. You know what I mean?
But it happens. It comes with the territory.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're straightening your hair.
My hair curls
It's like
up.
your body, though. Like, you physically train your body. You stop working out for 6 months and you get back in the gym, and your muscles
Are like
are right back.
Yeah,
because
they have memory.
Your body, yes.
Muscle memory.
The muscle memory is the same. Hair follicle memory. I have no idea, but I believe there's something to that. If you do something frequently enough, whether it's a personal habit, your body, your hair, I think it becomes a part of like how you are trained. Whatever that. Speaking, I mean, we could go on and on and on. Like, I think it may apply to hair as well.
I can see that. Yeah, I mean,
Are you in denial about your hair?
No, I'm not in denial. I feel like my hair is not heat damaged or heat trained.
It's not heat damage or heat trained?
So it curls all the way back up every
no, it
time.
doesn't.
Yes, it does. Don't listen to her. It does. Like I have maybe a little pieces in the front that like that I cut them out all the time. I have little pieces in the front that like little tiny pieces that are like a little bit of a wave and not like
You
my
just
texture.
top it off.
And I just chop it off.
Guys,
I'm gonna show y'all a picture of
Let's
my
do it
hair.
right now. Let's get some water.
No, we're not about to do this right
No.
now.
listen, I do your hair.
You know that my hair is mostly
In the front,
curly.
yeah, in the back, yes, it's curly, but in the front it's straighter, and you have heat damage.
Is
Or
it heat
heat
damage
damage
or
or
heat
heat
trained?
Heat damage. You call it. I just told you. You call it heat damage. So I'm gonna call it what you call it.
It's heat trained.
Now all of a sudden you want to change and call it heat trained
When it applies
comes
to
you?
her. It's damaged on all the other people, but on me,
But
it's
on me,
trained.
it's trained.
On me, it's trained.
Exactly. It's all right.
It's not. It's heat. It's not heat trained.
It's all right. So
And
it's all right.
heat damaged.
It's all right. But all right, let's get into the slip into the DMs because we can talk on and on and on
Right.
about
Versus
the-
heat trained versus
Yeah,
heat
'cause
damage.
It's a good debate.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah.
Right.
It's a good one.
Right. So, is there any way I can get rid of split ends without cutting it?
Girl, no. Bye. Cut them ends.
We wish.
No, you gotta cut them. Like I
You
mean,
can't use any special product. You can't use. Any...
I don't believe that. I feel like it's false advertising to say that you can mend your hair with this magical product. I feel like you need to, especially if your hair is splitting and it's splitting up the hair shaft. No, you need to cut those ends. You'll probably feel like, your hair is more healthy. Well, will be.
It'll look more healthy. For
Yeah,
sure.
and it will
Yeah,
be more healthy because those
exactly.
ends will, a lot of times like people think their hair is dry and it's not. They just need to
Clip the
their
ends.
ends and they'll see a total difference.
Yeah. So
Cut your hair. Stop being like this with this haircut stuff.
I think it's a way of like people just retaining that length.
Yeah.
And if you
Yes.
actually like just implement a few things like
You'll
deep
retain the
conditioning,
length.
deep conditioning, oiling your scalp, shampooing regularly, and I'm saying like depending or working with a hairstylist, right? So like that she can point you in the right direction
Yeah.
to how often you should be shampooing your hair.
Right, because that's a huge thing.
Right, that's a huge thing. Sometimes people wait too long
Yeah.
to shampoo their hair, or we've been conditioned that we shouldn't wash it as often.
Right.
Depends
Depends
when
on your texture.
Exactly, because of the texture. And some textures can go longer. Some textures can, I'm a candidate to shampoo my hair every week.
Yeah,
Me
I need
too,
to
I
every
have
week
to.
shampoo.
Yeah. On a weekly basis.
Especially when I put that coconut oil.
Yeah, especially when you put that daggone coconut oil.
I only do it for one day before I wash it. Okay.
Okay, so you
good.
do it for a pre-poo. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's not bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm going to give you a better one.
Okay, I know exactly.
gonna
I'm
give you a
so
better one.
excited about
Yeah.
this. It'll change my life. I
Right.
know already.
Yeah.
Yeah, cut the hair, girl.
Exactly.
Stop playing.
Stop playing. All right, so let's get into this. How loving myself changed my life with
Ooh.
Yolanda White. So, who is Yolanda White?
Yeah.
Ooh,
First
who am
off.
I? I don't know. Where do I start? I am a woman from Indiana. Grew up in Cali.
Okay.
I call Atlanta home. I went to high school here. But if you were to ask me who I am, I mean, that's just where I'm from. I'm just a woman on a mission to excel, to drive success, to change the lives of other women. Like, that's sort of my mission. And I do that with 2 boys, a great family around me, lots of friends,
How old are your boys?
14 and 15.
Oh,
Oh, you had them back to back.
Back to
I had to
back.
think about it. I was like, dang,
I
they
do that
getting
all the
big. Oh, my gosh. But no, they're only 15 months apart. So it was like, bam, bam, here they are.
Right.
Okay.
Here's my whole life, completely different. And now they're teenagers. So, yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
But this whole topic of self-love is something that I probably didn't start talking about until maybe a year ago.
And why is that?
Yeah, it was really the genesis of like why I started my company DAYRA.
That's what we was going to ask you. Did
Yeah.
that have a lot to do with it?
That was
Tell us
it.
about
That was
Dayo.
it, yeah.
Yeah, like I basically founded DAYRA from a conversation that I was having with my girlfriend who basically was telling me her marriage was failing. And there were 2 things I asked her after she said that. One was, do you want to save your marriage? Which her answer was yes. And then the second was, what do you wear when you get home with him? I know it's so shallow. You know what I mean?
It's not, though.
It's not, though. And we
So-
had this conversation all the time
I love this.
Yeah.
about that, you
Yeah.
know? But yeah,
Yeah.
continue on.
So basically, it was like, I want to save my marriage, but I wear some bullshit when I get home. So I'm like, ooh.
That's me.
Yeah. And I was like, we show up for the world like ready, willing, and able in terms of look, hair, makeup, everything. And then when we get home with the people we love, we basically like turn into a pumpkin. And a lot of it's just driven by the fact that we're tired, we've been overworked, it's almost like another job we're stepping into. And I was like, if I can make it easier for women to look the way that they feel in the daytime, but still do their second job, like I know I would be winning. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like with them and in their personal lives, they would be winning. So that was at the heart of it. I was like, how do I get women to really see themselves? How do I get women to love themselves a little bit more? Because life is so busy and it's so hectic that it's easy for us to forget about us,
Right.
you know? So that's where this whole notion of like, if I could just let women like love themselves a little bit more and not forget. But I'll tell you what the kicker was. When my girlfriend was talking to me, she was like, really, I'm just disappointed in myself that that I'm now like dealing with this and I know I'm not the woman that I want to be.
Right.
You know, like she forgot about herself. So that's where this whole thing is like, how do we just remind women like, stop cooking, stop cleaning, stop scrubbing, like give yourself 5 minutes, like breathe and
Take a bath.
take
like
a bath,
I did before I came
light
here.
a candle,
Yeah.
write in a journal, turn on one song that you love. Like, it's not about it being expensive or shopping. It's about just taking a little moment for yourself. Spray something in the air that smells good, that just makes you feel yummy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever that is. So
But how do you feel like that is working with clothes? Like, do you feel like that that women, if you first love yourself and feel better, that then you would
I think it's a
wanna
direct
look.
correlation. Like, honestly, like when you put on something that makes you feel good, you feel like you're fresh as hell. You know what I mean? Like you want to take pictures. Look at after a woman gets dressed up, look how many selfies she takes.
Right.
Exactly.
Like, but you're not trying to take any pictures before you put the makeup and the outfit on it. So I do believe there's a direct correlation between it. I don't think it can change the way you feel about yourself completely, but it can surely make you feel better.
Yeah.
So, and if you do it over and over and over again, you start to believe like, wow, I am sexy. Oh, I am cute. Oh, I do enjoy putting on this, or I do, so it's that, where you're heat trained or heat damaged. This is about like basically training yourself to see it from your eyes what you feel on the inside.
Right.
And a lot of times,
Because that's first.
it starts to move apart if you don't wake yourself up when you get home. If you're like, oh my gosh, I look like shit, and then you're like, oh, let me just pull my hair up or do something to myself, and over time it becomes a habit. Like you just want to do a little bit better and look a little bit better. So
Right.
But I had a woman walk up to me, and she was like, oh my gosh, I put on like a pajama outfit, and my kids were like, Mommy, what do you have on? And she was like, a cute little outfit. But they're so not used to her doing anything to herself that it was almost like, where are you going? She's like, I'm in like little shorts and stuff. I'm not going anywhere.
And they match.
And they match. But it was like her wake up call, like, damn, I'm busted at home. You know what I mean? That my kids stopped and said something to me about it.
Right.
So yeah, that's the first start of loving yourself.
Okay, so question, right?
Yeah.
I had my ex-boyfriend who said, like, you don't think that's too sexy to wear at the house?
Ooh.
Like in front of your child.
Yeah.
Now, is there too sexy?
I do think so.
So what's too sexy?
Anything see-through. Well, it depends on who we're entertaining. Here's what I've learned. When you get home, there are people who just want to get comfortable and relax.
And that's me.
And that's
and
the
my
first
go-to
step.
are jogging pants and big
I
sweaters.
got something
and
better
stuff.
for you. So then, right.
I don't want to put
Then-
on silk.
How about
No, that's why it's stretchy, comfy. But then I'm entertaining my man sexy.
but not like lingerie, not like, like a...
And a lot of women are
Not-
telling me they just want to be cute and comfy around their man. They don't want to have to go put on
I don't
the
wanna do
lacy
that
bra,
either.
the lacy panties.
and it's
that
That's not what I'm-
like. I want cotton. Like I want it to be cotton and
cute and
comfortable.
Right.
comfortable.
Because that can
Yeah.
be like
That's
all that,
Dayo.
like the garter and the, like all the, that, what do you call it?
Yeah,
You
the
know?
fitted, that.
It
I
can
know
be
what you mean.
uncomfortable. And honestly, from what I hear, a lot of men don't like that stuff.
They
It's
don't
too much
need
fucking
it.
work.
They
Like-
want
No.
it simple. They want easy access, like the splits that are in the skirt.
Right.
Yeah, that are designed so you don't have to wear underwear. Just like little things that make
Right.
it like cute and
Right.
easy
Right.
access.
Yeah.
Right. The dress that just has like a tie you untie and for it to drop off. Just little stuff.
Right.
You know what? You made me think though, because we kind of gotten away from that. Because back in the day, like our grandparents,
They
and
were
stuff,
so fresh at home. That's when
and they used to go
loungewear.
to the grocery store looking like. Done up with the
Done.
and they would be going to the grocery store with the pea coat and everything back in the 50s and
Yep.
60s. Everyone was dressed.
Like loungewear was
nines.
so popular and then it died off. So like this is redefined loungewear for women today. But
Right.
it really is about like just love yourself, do something for yourself, because when you dress at home, you really are not doing it for anyone else. Like this is your moment to do it for you.
For you.
Like
Yeah.
throughout the day.
Honestly,
yeah.
I love loungewear. And I want to feel like comfortable and I want to feel cute, especially at home. Like I always say it, like my dad, like as a kid, he would say like I would put like pins in my hair. He's like, take that off. You look like a old woman.
You're like, no.
And and to me that, from a male's perspective, like, you gotta like put maybe a little lipstick on,
So
sometimes, you gotta put,
Look at Soy's face. I'm so agreeing with this. You don't put lipstick on? Gloss? Oh, shit.
like even when I, like
I
I
make
would
sure
go
I smell
home.
good.
You got to be deified.
Right.
I know.
When I would
Train
go
me, girl.
home, like you, it's not like you shouldn't take off your makeup right away. Like you should just like
Look at
seriously,
Soy's face.
seriously though.
But how do you love yourself? Is taking off the makeup
So-
a part of loving yourself?
I think so.
Okay,
I
keep
mean,
going. Tell us your routine.
Oh, when I get home, everything comes off.
That's
The
most
makeup, the makeup comes off. The of course, the shoes. Like I'm getting into some big old just jogging sweatpants and a
This
big
is
old
where we go wrong. Keep going. No,
and a big old comfy shirt and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel comfortable, like especially every day.
Well, we
like, if
know
you-
that. That's why I was like, for Dayo, it has to be comfortable. So it's still like T-shirts with built-in breast support, so your breasts aren't like popping
Flapping
all
around everywhere.
But it's still like
For
comfy.
those of us who don't have implants.
Right. Me. So yeah, gotta control them. But yeah, I think there are other options now for that.
Yeah.
That still let you feel comfortable.
Right.
So you just need to be a little bit more intentional.
Yes.
Yeah, like throw away all the sweatpants away.
Man,
Now.
please.
Yeah.
See, we'll think we going too far.
Do you wear
No.
scarves too?
Yes.
The death of the black woman. Scarves and big baggy sweats. This is our
How do you
death.
feel about bonnets?
Oh my gosh, I'm about to fall out of my chair, ladies.
See?
But I'm saying,
I mean,
listen,
I agree with you with the bonnets.
this is the
I
death
don't do that.
of like dating. Seriously, like black men, white men, whoever you date, they don't want to see it. However, if you put on a cute outfit to offset that, I think it works.
Right.
But you can't do it all casual and a bonnet or a headscarf. I'm sorry.
And you're like at your worst at home, right? Like,
That is kind of true, though. I understand the man. That is because it's like, okay, you get dressed up for the world, but then you come home and then you just like
fuck me
Right.
in my worst
in my
state.
right, exactly.
Negative.
with the bonnet on, and then
Don't
like,
you want it? Don't you? No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Right.
He's scrolling social media,
on Instagram wanting that.
looking at the women at their best.
Exactly. Right.
Dayo.
I know that's right. I love it.
It's true. I 100% agree.
But as you start to love yourself more, I just believe you begin to show up. The thing that I'm so intentional about is that you don't do Dayo for men. You really are doing Dayo for yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like also when you feel sexy, you know, like
You exude.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
sex
attract
appeal.
like it's just the
yeah,
nature
like,
of law of attraction.
It's the
just
way
like-
that fabric lets you
Just
glide
glide
through
on.
the room and
And then eventually you'll end up, you'll have you a Mary Jane house and
see, we were having this
indoor, outdoor,
earlier.
and you have like a martini in your hands, and you just
Perfect
put
life.
Your feet
Your
in the
perfect
water.
man with your 6'4" man and your the body build and all of that.
it's coming.
Right, but if we're doing all this shit, right? I want to see my man at his best too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, now this is a conversation we keep having. But men practice self-love in a very different way than women do. So for us,
Explain.
it's about feeding our soul, and it's about like keeping our hearts pure. It's about keeping our minds clear so we don't have all that chatter in our head of what we could be or what we should look like, but just starting to embrace what we are. You know what I mean?
Right.
For men, it's a different game. Theirs is more like physical. You know what I mean? They'll go work out all day. Am I lying? Yeah, no. Their self-love is really about how they can look better. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like women, our self-love has to go like multiple steps deeper
Right.
than that.
Yeah.
I
Like
think our
hand
job
in
is
hand
harder.
with the mental
Yeah.
and the physical.
Yep. You have to have that emotional piece. Because
Yeah.
you don't whether you feel like you're in competition with other people, not directly but indirectly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like keeping your head clear. Like, no, I am beautiful enough and I am enough and
Yeah.
I do accept that this or that might be changing in my body. Like those are things that I think we deal with more because we carry the babies. We gain the weight faster.
It's
Like
a hot ass mess.
it is, but girl, I'm fine.
I love that.
Yeah.
So if your like stomach just like totally changed after the baby,
It does, and
and
it
you
is
have
still
like
different.
the skin, and you didn't get the tummy tuck and stuff.
Which I didn't.
Right, me too, girl. We here.
We're here.
And
Me either.
Oh, join this club.
Yes, just like, you know.
And it's been
But I
12
had to
years.
love like my body and
So you
its
still
state.
practice that love and just tell
And the
yourself
guys
that
don't have
I
a
got-
problem with it either. They
No,
love
they
it
don't.
too.
I've never had a guy be like, "Oh, them stretch marks. Nah, I don't want to hit it.
Right.
It ain't going down tonight. It ain't going down. Cause girl, you got them stretch marks.
Right. Men don't give a fuck about
They
that.
don't.
They
They don't
don't.
care.
They just give a fuck about that new pussy.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, look, his eyebrows went up. Someone's uncomfortable in here. No, it's true. Then that's why I'm like, it's all about us being less critical on ourselves, us being more kind to ourselves.
Yeah.
But it's also about like changing the narrative in our head of what we don't have to what it is we really do have and what we offer. And I think when you stop dwelling on what has changed or what's bad, like you really begin to like say no or walk away from things that are not healthy or, you know, it starts to like, you put a different value on yourself.
Yeah.
And you start wanting to like dress a little bit better, show what you do have. Like, I don't know. I think it all goes hand in
We
hand
have,
to realize like
good
your
body
best
health.
self.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
Body
think
image.
also part of like loving yourself is also like like you said, taking that time for yourself. Like sometimes we get lost in the kids, the husband or the boyfriend or whatever the case is, and it's all more we put like, okay, well, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go and cook dinner.
Yeah.
And then
Sometimes I come home and I go straight to, like, especially with groceries, just straight to the kitchen, just drop the
and
drop
then
the
st- and
and
start-
just start, like,
start
just
cooking,
go right in,
right? And sometimes like no, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to go do this for myself. I'm going to
Yeah.
go take this class for myself.
Self.
Because, you know, we put so much on them. Like, what if he decides, like, not to come home and go to dinner with somebody? Well, I already went to the grocery store. Now you mad at the guy because you went and, like,
did all of this
Did
stuff
all
and
this,
he ain't giving.
and
He's like,
and he's
yeah,
out
man,
with
I went with my homie. We stopped
Exactly.
at some, you know,
and you
yeah.
stop
I'll be
doing
there
for
when I get
yourself.
there.
I mean, right.
And you stop doing for yourself instead of you should always choose yourself.
And that's
Yeah.
what
I agree.
that's what, and most women believe that that's being selfish, but you're not.
need to be
And it's a way
selfish.
that you can schedule it. It is a little, but in a way you have to be unapologetic that if I take 1 hour for myself a day, whether that's to work out or go get my hair done or go out to eat with my girlfriends, that should be okay.
You know, that's making you feel good.
Exactly. If I like literally, I'm shutting it down to go take a bath for 30 minutes, like no one comes in my bathroom, that should be okay for you to do. And I know
Right.
it's hard but like how you will feel and how much you get rejuvenated from that little bit of a moment. And maybe you can only take 5 minutes for your bath, but that is time you can slow down your breathing, you can focus on you and just feel a little bit better.
Right.
I agree.
Absolutely.
But I believe when you start loving yourself, you're able to get to your full potential. Like when you stop beating yourself up and you start thinking about the possibilities in life, the possibilities of you and not being scared, like that's when you can go do it all.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Yeah. So Soy,
fe-
let those sweatpants go.
The and get day-old.
Damn! Yup.
Deo all day.
Long.
You know?
What do you feel like about a little bit of help? Like with like,
mental health.
well,
or
no,
what?
or help. Like
What
you
kind
know,
of help?
like with coffee, drugs,
Artificial
or-
help.
What kind of help are we talking about? No, I'm
Good
gonna tell you
drugs,
though.
not
To help you with this human experience, like such as alcohol, coffee, or drugs. Is that part of self-love?
I think it's a part of enjoyment of life. I think
because it makes you feel good.
It makes you feel good. I am very much like supportive of people having drinks.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's nice. That's a part of your moment. You know what I mean? It might not fit to self-care, but it does fit to self-love.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But not crack cocaine.
Yeah, I mean, then you start crossing the line on like self-health and self-care. But I mean,
Maybe
I just-
DMT.
right. I think some level of enjoyment into like recreational stuff is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like it was just a question. We don't do drugs.
I was like, shit, y'all pull out what y'all want. I'm going to stay over here with my camera on.
I do listen. I do want to do DMT in ayahuasca, though.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
go to the rainforest with a shaman.
Okay.
I mean, I you know, once I build the the balls to
To do it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
cojones. I'll do the ayahuasca. I would do the ayahuasca. I don't know about DMT.
DMT.
I
But
don't
it's
know
kind
about
of like
any of it, so this is good. You'll
Yeah.
educate me after this.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put you on.
So tell us a little bit more about like the Deo and all that stuff. Like
Ooh, what else would I tell you?
about like, you know, obviously you were saying that
It's
it has
soft,
the
it's
support,
comfortable, it has the support in there.
and it has a hole in the bottom. So
Oh yeah, it's not a hole. It's just a skirt.
She said a hole.
It's so cute. Listen, I think like today this whole
accent.
notion of like what you wear at home is changing because as women we're so busy. Like we're doing so much. So it's kind of like we don't want to be in this super constricted, sexy, like lingerie thingy.
No.
Right.
We almost want to be in sweats and
With
a
a
t-shirt.
garter.
Yes. So like this is really giving you the best
Valid.
of both worlds. Yeah,
Right.
that you can still feel a little sexy, but it's still comfortable. You can move around and kind of get your shit done. You know what I
Right.
mean? But like I don't care whether people put on Deo or they put on something else. Like my whole thing is like let's wake up women. Like we are so overstretched right now in society. Like we basically are carrying the same level of jobs as men,
Yes.
if not more.
Yes.
And we still have responsibility for our homes. We
If
have
not more than men.
and the children. And so now, back in the day, like all the women worried about was looking cute at home.
Yeah, they were
and taking
kept.
care of their children.
Yeah, they
Exactly.
were kept, and you know that was it. They didn't have to go out.
But that's
and,
not our reality.
No.
So I want to change the way people think about how they show up at home. And even though we're tired, how can we do it in a way where we still feel good and look good, but
Right.
yet we're not like back in those old paradigms of it needs to be silky and lacy and all of that antiquated
right.
thinking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I'm talking to the women who are change agents who want to break the paradigms of what is worn at home. Like we
Yeah.
just have to think about life very differently and be realistic, but still understand that we have to show up for ourselves and for our mates.
Right.
Like I think that's what we forget. We get so comfortable.
So you think your girlfriend that was part of it though? The reason why, not to put her on blast, whoever it is. But
Yeah,
I'm just
she knows
saying.
who she is.
Okay, right.
I think
Like,
it's
you
a
think
little
it
bit
was-
of it. She doesn't, and even now I'm like, she's so beautiful. She's so accomplished, like very successful, and still she doesn't see herself the way that I'm describing her. And I was like, and that's the mind shift that we have to change. Like we are all so beautiful.
Right.
But don't you also think like that can come from your mate as well? Like your
Yeah, but if
significant
you don't
other?
see it in yourself, then they don't see it either.
That's true. I can see
So
that.
that's why I said if you start with loving yourself, you take that hour away, like, and go work out. Say you say 3 days a week, I'm gonna spend 3 hours working out. Just say that. And as hard as it is to get away and as tired as you are, you might just go walk. Like sometimes I just go to the gym and walk. I'm like, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, but you-
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
there.
went-
I'm
you
in the
there,
house.
right.
Yeah. So he's gonna look at you like, damn, baby, you looking fine. Even if nothing's really changing in your body, but it will. That's the
Yeah.
whole thing. The
Yeah.
more you do it, like
It'll
it
start to
will.
change.
It
Right.
will. So I don't know. I just think we have to see in ourselves first.
Yeah, you do.
before other people will see it.
That's where it starts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, how can someone love you if you don't love yourself?
That's the debate, though. So then someone said, if I don't love myself, are you telling me I'm not worthy of someone else loving me? I can't say that either.
No, I mean, but I just think that I think that when you love yourself, that you are not willing to just accept anything
I would agree
because
with
you
that.
love yourself.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. You have that much love for yourself that you know how to filter through
The bullshit.
the bullshit and all of the contradictions.
The lies.
The lies
The
and
lies.
everything.
Because even if I believe like you can wear all the nice shit at home and your man still play you.
Right.
This
and then
is true.
and that's his
That's his
thing.
loss.
That's
Yeah.
his thing, you know, and people are your teachers also. You know?
But you can get played at a higher rate when you're not showing up 100%.
Oh, 100%.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But, you know, like this topic of self-love I find so interesting. So we go out Saturday, and the conversation became like masturbation and pleasing yourself is a form of like self-love.
I believe that.
Right. Right.
What do you believe?
I believe it is. I just haven't gotten that,
that
far.
part.
So that's why
So
I was
you've
like,
never.
No, I'm not saying I never. Of course I'm not saying I never, but the conversation was like, I wake up every day and find a way. Like my girlfriend is telling me this, and basically please myself. You know what I mean?
Oh, you said your girlfriend said that.
Yeah, she's sharing how often she masturbates.
Every day?
Every single day.
Oh, wow.
But she has sex every day with her husband as well.
Oh, wow.
Every single day?
Yeah.
Like 7 days a week, every day?
Yeah,
Like
that's healthy. I want you to be on top of
that's
that.
on some real.
That's on that real
on
love.
God.
Well, not on her period.
Yeah.
I don't know. Shit, if you masturbate every day, shit, get it popping. I don't know. But I was like, I have been so trained that is the one role a man does play, you know what I mean, to provide me with more of the sexual like satisfaction.
And he does, but then how if you don't know what you like because you haven't been pleasing yourself, how are you able to convey that to him? I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like to know what you like.
So this is my other piece that now I'm gonna start talking about is like self-love is encompassing of that as well. It's not just about the candles and the bath. It's also about how you please and make yourself happy. But I'm on a journey just like most women are on a journey.
We're all on
you know
a
what I mean?
journey.
So that's the more we talk about it, the more we can share, the more we can like understand.
So explain to me, why don't you?
Oh
please
shit!
yourself?
How often do you?
Maybe 3 times a week or something.
With toys or just by yourself?
No, just my fingers.
Okay. Well, that was another part of our conversation because it can look very different for everyone.
Yeah,
Right.
it can.
Why not? I mean, I don't know. I could probably
You feel
sit
like
here
you
and
can't
make
bring
1,000.
yourself
You know
that?
what? And
Like,
to be
you feel
honest
like-
with you, like I believe like I've used toys, right? And you know the vibrator, and to me like it just makes me so like unstimulated, like after like just
After a while.
right, exactly.
Yeah,
because
so
it's
then
so much.
It's too intense. So
Right,
then, like when you
exactly.
get the real thing, it's
It's
like
like,
you're like, oh my god, it's
okay.
gonna take a freaking hour for me to come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even that, like,
Desensitizes you.
right, even with masturbating, I believe also you shouldn't do it so often, you know, because you want to, because
You want to build up.
right, you need porn sometimes to like, you know, get you
there.
through there, you know.
But see, I
mental.
was married for so long that it was just, I mean, we were fine every day. So I didn't need anything else. You know what I mean? Now I'm divorced, so I don't know. I might reevaluate all these things.
Yeah.
Give me
Wow.
time. The next time I come back, I'll tell you all about how, when, what you do. And then, shit, I don't
When
know.
you incorporate this,
So is it just because like a mental thing that you're like,
I don't even really. I don't need. I know. I think I do need it. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna get. He's even laughing. I'm gonna get more articulate around this area, but I do believe this is an aspect of self-love that does not. People don't talk about a lot. And I believe in today's society, as we become more empowered, as we understand like what self-love means and what it entails, I believe this is an aspect that I even have to further understand.
well, yeah, because if it makes you feel good, then it's good for you.
Exactly.
You know, because it's all a feeling. Like I
Yeah,
always say,
it's all a feeling.
This human experience is a feeling
It's
to
a
feel
feel.
good. We want to feel good all the time. That's why we want more money. That's why we want to have sex. That's why we want people to love, because we chasing a feeling of feeling good.
Good. I like that.
That's it.
So more
We
masturbation.
just all want to feel good.
More masturbation,
And some DMT.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
What do you do to masturbate though? Do you do what?
Like
She
See
can't
how
even-
her voice changes. I don't know if I do that regularly.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
But you need to know if you know how to.
So what do you do, Soy?
I mean, you know, sometimes it might be a pillow or two.
A pillow.
A pillow.
You lay on a pillow?
Like, you know.
Oh, and hunch it. Oh yeah, Luna does that too at home.
You know?
She be humping away, baby. I was like, Luna, calm down, girl. You disrespecting yourself.
That's the first time I heard that.
That's a good one. I like that.
Like a little pillow. Because sometimes I don't want to use my hands.
See, these are the things that I think we have to talk about. Even look,
You taking notes over there?
because that is hardly what guys do. Coconut oil's good too. They hating on my coconut oil.
Seems like
y'all.
you use
It's
coconut
a
for everything.
right.
Yeah, multi-purpose,
Mhm.
right?
It's good.
Okay, so how would you feel about your husband, significant other, rubbing one out or whatever, like jerking off or whatever?
Oh, I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't care.
See, some women have a problem with that.
Yeah, I don't
Lots
care.
of women have a problem with that because we've been so trained to feel like we should be satisfying a man. So when we see him satisfying himself on his own, then our role gets taken away.
And that's just I think that's a self-esteem issue too.
Right.
You know, that you feel like you can't be all of this one person for somebody else. Like
Yeah.
they got to take in control of their own fulfillment sometimes,
And
I
vice
think-
versa,
and
the
vice
same
versa.
way.
Yeah, like one person can't be your everything. You know,
Yeah.
all the time.
Ooh, this is deep. This is another philosophy
Yeah.
of soy.
Yeah.
Of me. That's what I feel.
She listens to a lot of Abraham Hicks. So I'm sure she was listening to it earlier. She sent me 2
Yeah, I
audios.
did. I did.
And that's what she was
keeps
talking
me.
about.
She keeps me
Grounded.
grounded. That's the word.
Yeah.
So how do you guys practice being kind to yourself? Like, do you do something every day that you try to give yourself a compliment? Or like one of the things I try to teach women is like on a daily basis, name something you love about yourself or give yourself a compliment. So like for you or you, like what would be the 1 or 2 things you love about yourself? And if you could give yourself a compliment, what would it be?
Man. That's a good one. I need to practice that too.
You know,
Every
you're
single
right.
day.
And if I had to choose, like when I'm in the salon, oh girl, you did that. Oh, them curls look popping.
What you mean?
That's
Like,
a compliment to herself.
To myself,
Oh,
like
okay.
when I, like Shanta's hair, like
right,
her
right,
hair,
right,
like,
right. You did that. You did.
You know,
did.
like damn, those curls look good. You know, like that, like. If I had to choose, like in my artsy way, like how creative I can be.
What do
Right,
you
how
love- What's something
creative.
you love about yourself?
Me,
Like a physical, or it could be
either
just
physical or as simple as you love when you're in your creative state. I don't know.
So that's-
I love how hard I love,
Ooh, that's a good one.
but it's also a gift and a curse.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good. Soy?
I don't know.
See?
I would have to think about it.
What do you love about yourself?
Oh, I know what I love about myself. I love that that I can be intuitive sometimes.
This is good.
Yeah.
I love that. And if you could give yourself a compliment just from today, what would
Like
it
a
be?
physical,
Any
a physical,
compliment.
or
It could be physical. It could be an accomplishment. It could be anything.
yeah, I feel like that that I have moved towards checking a lot of my goals that were written down years ago, and it's manifesting, and I'm living it out right now.
Beautiful.
How about you?
Yeah.
Ooh. Today, okay, so I practice this a lot. You know what I mean?
So she
Like-
she got the
No.
the
Like,
list.
so when people say like, I love my body, but I had to learn to love my body again. You know what I mean? After 2 kids, so like to be able to say that, I was like, oh, that's some shit.
I need to
Like,
get there. I'm not there right
Yeah,
there.
so that's one. But I mean, I always talk about like I love my freckles. You know, it was something that I hated as a kid, but like now I'm like, I
Super
love my
cute.
freckles. You know.
Yeah.
But if I were to give myself a compliment from today, it would probably be that I was able to eat those chocolate chip cookies without feeling guilty.
There you go, girl.
Because normally I would beat myself up about it, but today I was
Yeah.
like, you deserve a cheat. You deserve
Right,
a treat. You know what I mean?
Do you work out?
Yeah,
Good.
a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like since I became an entrepreneur, I'm not on it like I used to, but I'm still very physical. Like, you know, I walk a lot. I mean, there's no day that goes by that I'm not walking like at least 10,000 steps.
Oh, that's
you know what I
good.
mean?
That's good.
Even in these like heels and, you know. But yeah, I'm very active.
Yeah.
That's good.
All right.
right.
So
Where can they find you?
yeah.
Ooh, you can find me on Instagram
Okay.
at Dayo Women or I am Yolanda W.
Okay.
Yeah, check
And where
me
can they
out.
go shopping?
Oh, online at DayoWomen.com.
Okay.
Check
So
it
y'all
out.
can get out of the sweats like me. I
We're
gotta
doing a
get there.
pajama jam though.
Oh, are you?
December 21st.
Oh,
yes.
that's so cute. I want to
So
come.
it'll be super cute.
December when?
21st.
21st.
Okay.
You'll be there?
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah.
Where is it gonna
We're
be?
doing it at the NARS Boutique at the Shops of Buckhead.
Okay.
And
that's gonna be cute.
It's super cute. So yeah, don't wear those big ass like sweatpants in there. Represent for the ladies.
Yeah. And some cute little slippers.
Yeah. We'll have some Dayo ones there for you, but yes.
That's
I
fun.
love
Yeah, it'll be
it.
fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I want to come too.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's
Let's
a
do
Wait,
party.
is it like
Hey.
a Saturday or?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday
Okay. Yep.
evening.
Yep. Starting at
Okay.
6.
Okay, perfect. We can
Yeah.
make it.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Just let us
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
Yeah, send us all the information, and let's get into we calling you out. So,
Oh my God. The foolishness.
did we?
Did we do this one before?
Yeah, I think we did this one.
Okay. Well, we may not have no calling out today. Y'all got lucky.
Oh no, we do have a calling you out.
No, we did her already. I remember.
No, I
her.
know, that's what I'm saying. We do have a calling you out. We have this guy who is chopping her hair.
But didn't we do that? We didn't
I
do that?
feel like we
I
did.
think we did that before. That's okay. We don't have no calling you out, but we'll get a calling you out next week.
No, we didn't do it.
We didn't do that one?
No.
Okay.
We didn't. It just feels like we did because we've been wanting to do this one for so long.
Okay, but I think anyway. Oh my God, that's so nasty.
Yeah. He is that man. His hair is so fine, but we are gonna do it in case if not, you're gonna see it again.
Yeah,
because
basically.
Yeah, because we have it. So, this guy here, Asian, somewhat Asian. He starts to cut her hair with a knife.
Machete?
I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
know what that
That's
is.
just like why? But why? What is going on?
instead of taking some shears and just cutting it and like just on the floor, that's
This is just for shock value,
right.
I'm
I think it's just
assuming.
for clout.
But
That's what they
why?
say?
Yeah, for clout. Do anything for clout. For real.
They're experts with those knives, you guys. Like,
ooh, who's expert with them lives?
oh wait, something's
Is that-
going wrong in here. Look at this.
Look how he's chopping
What
her
is
hair.
happening?
Like this is just like it's like a
He's thinning
like
the
a
end?
steak. That's what it's. It's almost like thinning, like he's using it as thinning shears.
You can't really see her hair though, but
Yeah, because she got black on.
yeah, she has black and you can't really see. But yeah, that's me calling you out.
That's just.
Don't take your knife, guys, and
They put it to your head.
Especially
yeah.
at the length of my hair, boy, I would be
Girl.
You're a little too close to my brain.
right. What's your closing quote, Soy?
Everyone is not meant to have long hair. Just get over it.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's part of self-love.
Exactly.
Loving where your hair goes. Yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
If you can't grow it, sew it.
Love yourself.
And that's a wrap, y'all.
And where can they find us? I beat you to it.
All right. So y'all can find us, obviously, if y'all want to watch us, and I know y'all want to watch us on YouTube, Hair and Whatever Podcast. And if you want to listen to us, and if you're in the car and you don't want to crash because, we're like beautiful. I'm practicing self-love.
Right. I love it. Claim it, girl.
You can listen on SoundCloud and on iTunes Podcast, Hair and Whatever Podcast.
Yay.
Love it.
Peace, love, and light.
Bye.